And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will be first on the attack. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks. Like, what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just had to get rid of it. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Makes the grab and room to run. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keelan Russell. Left side is Meadows. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama pushing the tempo. They go play action with Russell. Out wide right, it's Riley. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Play action on first down. And he gets rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Russell finds his target.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Meadows. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. In the red area, it's Hill. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They want to get this defense on its heels. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Throwing Russell. They're all over him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Ole Miss offense will now get its first chance with the football. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. Good, strong tackle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Russell. Rushes on. Slings it downfield. Touchdown Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Uh-oh, look out. He's got the first down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Gets away from one. He's got space. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Go. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Quick give. It's Lacey. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Meyer. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The ride. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game. Caught, and he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Oh, a lot of space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Overton. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Right side, it's Odom. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Throwing Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. There he goes. Past the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Driving forward, it's Hill. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Into the end zone for 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. In the backfield, it's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Selling the fake. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Back's got it on the screen. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try to keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Sells to run, looking to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds his man on the RPO. Runs through, man. He might have some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Run the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Fires into traffic, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To throw, it's Knight. Finds his man.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the back over the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now...
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end finds a soft spot. They will score! Touchdown, Rebels! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Handoff to the single back. Swamped immediately.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Hits inside. It's Overton. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Kick is in the air. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. On the move. He's going to take off. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Riley. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes a grab past the marker. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll run it. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it back to him. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB.
Taking it the other way. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Handoff again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dropping back, it's Knight. Left side, it's Alexander. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Goes to These teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give to Frazier. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Russell. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Caught behind the line. It's Cunningham. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Snipe. Just a little off. Incomplete. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Out wide left, it's Odom. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff for Frazier. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On play action. Here comes the heat. Complete on the comeback. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Running inside, it's Frazier. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Frazier again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown. Second down coming up. Throwing Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And what a fantastic job. Defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Keelan Russell. They're all over him. And it's a sack. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard.